What's happening, folks? Forgive me if I look a little bit tired. I was at the show last night, a show that was billed Repeat or Revenge, Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr., and it was revenge. Chris Eubank Jr. got his revenge over Liam Smith, stopping him in the 10th round, I believe. I was sitting ringside, and you know what? It was a weird fight to watch in terms of Liam Smith. You knew something was up because it wasn't Liam Smith in there, and you knew something quite wasn't right. He wasn't getting his shots off, and it wasn't until the press conference that we like when we were asking him questions. Obviously, he rolled his ankle in the second round. He didn't make that as an excuse. I asked him a question. Obviously, Chris Eubank had the elbow. Now you've got the ankle, and he says, "No, that's not an excuse. I won't be using that, Andy." Which is fair play to Liam. It shows the type of man and the type of character that he has. That he said, "There's no excuses for me. Chris was the better man, and it's his night." But Liam also did say that it was the weight cut, obviously, with the back injury and trying to make that weight cut to get this fight on September 2nd, because I think the pressure was on Liam to get the fight made, get the injury healed up, or Chris Eubank was going to move on from the rematch. So Liam said himself that the weight cut was a bit too much from it, and I think his words were, it killed me. But that being said, Liam didn't make no excuses. Now, one of Chris Eubank Jr., I mean, he done what he needed to do. Obviously, he went in there with a newfound focus, it seemed, to go in there and right that wrong from the first fight, because he got stopped in dramatic fashion by Liam Smith in that fight. But this fight, he seemed to have the bit between his teeth a little bit, because it was his first rematch after a devastating loss like that. And the first couple of rounds, it was sort of like every time he was jabbing, he was coming in close, Chris, he was smothering his work and then holding on to Liam, which maybe Liam's game is on the inside a little bit, working inside, short, sharp shots. And then obviously Liam rolled his ankle in the second or third round. There was a knockdown in the fourth round. There was a flurry of punches, like 25 punches or 20-second spell where Chris was just unloading on Liam, unloading on him, and Liam was rolling, didn't even hold on, just rolling the back ropes. But it was, I think, maybe it was the right stoppage. I'm not sure. You know what, the referee sees something different than us, and obviously I want Liam to fight another day because I like Liam, I really, really do. And maybe an extra 2 more rounds. I don't know what kind of punishment he would have took more than what he did in there. But like he said himself, he just couldn't find his rhythm. He just couldn't get off. He felt lethargic in there a little bit. But you know what it is? It's one each now. It's 1-1. Does it want a trilogy? You know what? I would like to see a trilogy fight, because I think both fighters know each other now. They know the game a little bit more. But I'd like to see it for something. I'd like to see something on the line to make it a little bit more spicy. That 160-pound division right now is opening up with world champions. Maybe they can get a world title on the line, or a French world title on the line, or something along them lines. I think it does warrant that. I think that they can come again. I think, obviously, Chris, let's talk about the Conor Benn fight. He was there last night. Conor Benn said that he'll end him in 4 rounds. Liam, I think 160 is his best division right now. I think he's strong up there. But in his own words, it was the weight cut that killed him. But like I say, it was Chris Eubank Jr. did what he needed to do. And he showed that taking him away to Las Vegas to work with Womack. And he found that newfound focus, because it was documented, or it was mentioned at the press conference, that Chris would get up at 3 p.m, train in the afternoon, train at night. He would play poker all night. But then when he went to Vegas to train with Womack, it was up at 8 o'clock, 6 a.m, going for runs and doing it that sort of the professional way. I'm not saying Chris is unprofessional, but in his own admission, that was his first time that he had been getting up in the morning and doing them sort of runs and training and whatnot. So obviously he took this fight maybe more serious than any other fight because of how he lost the first fight. But will I want to see a trilogy? Yeah. I think Liam wants to right that wrong. I think Liam wants to prove to everyone again that, you know what, let me do the weight right. Let me get everything sorted, and then we'll take it from there. But like I say, great fight, enjoyed it. Great undercard as well. I think there was a lot made about the drug testing as well. I think additional testing does need to be added to these sort of big fights. But that's another topic, and I'll discuss that in a later date. But let me know what your thoughts on the fight. It was, like I say, it was it's one each now. It's 1-1. They need to settle it, and the trilogy always settles it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Boom.